Well, we're gonna see how good these mics work because it's like a 40-mile-an-hour windstorm here in Colorado. Not sure how Robin's gonna title this one, but I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna title it. The best damn tires I've ever bought in my life. You wanna know how many miles are on these tires? You're gonna have to wait till later in the video because I'm gonna try to keep you watching it for a little bit because this is important. Maybe we walk around to the other side, the wind won't be so bad. But let's tell you what they are. Firestone Transforce AT2s, okay? A little aggressive on the tread, but I love them. I need to replace them, so that's what we're gonna talk about. You can see right here, hopefully you can see, yeah, there's no wear bar left there at all on these two. These are the two worst tires I got. The rest of them don't look that bad, and I think it's because of all the weight and the wind, and this seems to be the side that I think that gets the worst. I haven't rotated these in the last 30,000, 40,000 miles. I rotated them 3 times since I purchased this set. Oh, you can see those nice brand new shocks down there that I keep talking about. I'm pretty sure those are Munros. You know, they're lifetime warranty as long as you go to Les Schwab. So if you're looking for shocks, that's a good buy. I've been using these for quite a while now, and I'm happy with those shocks. It gives it a better ride. But let's look at the ones up here. Let's go up here. You can see how much more tread is on these ones. The problem is that I could rotate these tires, I would think, and get 2 better ones on the outside and put those 2 shittier ones in the inside, but I don't feel safe driving it that way, and I don't think you should. And I'm pretty sure that Dot doesn't care if I have 4 decent tires that are measuring right. It's the 2 that are not measuring right that they're gonna nail me for. So we ordered our set of tires. They should be in here in the day or so, and then we're gonna get back on the road. But that's kind of what we're hanging out for, is waiting for those tires. But before I tell you that, I want to talk about some other stuff. I want to talk about Wave. I want to talk about the program, the referral program. Everybody knows about that. You know, if you leave my name, William Sikora, I get a kickback from them. Once you join the Wave and you start bringing your friends and family and members of, you know, of your crew out there, and you bring them in here, you can get that same bonus that I get, okay? What do you get from that bonus when you put my name in there? Well, you get me to help you as much as I can. You get the community that we have to help you out too. Robin has a group called the Transporters, helping transporters across North America. And all the guys, I'm pretty sure all the guys that have used my name are in that program, and the guys that couldn't get hired with Wave are in that program. You know, we don't discriminate. We got people from Indiana Transport. We got them all out there because those guys have got lots of knowledge that can help you too. A lot of times I'm busy and I can't get the answer that you need right away. And if they don't get it, we'll find it. Robin will find it. And if none of us can find it, we'll talk to the people at Wave and we'll get it for you that way. That's what you get when you use my name in the referral program. You get that extra help. It does make it easier, okay? Also, I want to tell you, if you use my name, down in the description down below, Robin puts where you can click right on it, it'll take you to Wave. You can click on there, you can go through, you can fill out the application, you know, sometimes in a few minutes or in a few days if you were approved. Once you're approved, then you have to go through the rest of the steps. Yes, it is kind of long. It's a lot of paperwork, takes a little bit. Then you have orientation for 2 days. By the time you leave that second day, you're gonna be like, oh my God. But let's put it this way. That's the hard part. Then the rest of it is exploring the United States, making money. If you don't want to explore like we do, then just make money. You want to do multi-haul and make more money, you can do that. We've got guys that have used my name that are now doing multi-haul, so you can do that type of stuff too. Yes, I'm trying to push this stuff out before we talk about the truck again, the tires, the miles, all that stuff. I want you to know about this stuff, okay? We appreciate everybody out there that has used my name, that has became part of our community. It's building this channel. It's building a great group of people. Boy, the wind is blowing. I just hope you guys can hear me. You know, I'll talk about this truck real quick. What have we done to this truck so far this year? A year working for Wave. I like to put this stuff in the video because if you're new and thinking about getting into this, you need to know this type of stuff, right? It's had new shocks. $395 for the front, $395 for the back. So less than $800 in the shocks. You know about the mishap I had a week ago, because I did do 2 more rehauls, rehauls, whatever. I did 2 more reloads since the truck broke down. I'm sure you saw that in the videos before. If you haven't, you need to get out there and watch our other videos. We have over 200 videos dealing with RV transport and what we made for the whole year, what we did, what we've experienced. You know the good and the bad. And Robin even has playlists. You can go through and watch the playlist and all that type of stuff. But if you missed the last video, or maybe it's the last video before the last video of the last video, I don't know, I'm putting out so many videos again because that's what people want. The DEF system plugged up on the exhaust, so we got a whole new exhaust. $3,900 to fix that stuff. Some of that might be my fault. I am one of them guys that lets my truck idle a lot, so I'm gonna take responsibility for some of that. My old diesel that didn't have this emission shit on it, we never shut it off when we were out. That's just the way it was. You know, I grew up with a dad that trucker his whole life. He turned that damn thing on, and well, we lived in Wisconsin when he started out, but I think he turned it on in like March or April. Oh no, he shut it off in March, April. I think in like October, November, he turned that damn truck on, and the only way it got shut off is when they were changing the fluids and stuff on it, but that damn truck would run for 6 months straight. I know that's different than these pickups, guys, but I just try to use that for an example. I think it just gets into me. I think the less you're starting it, the less starter problems, stuff like that. I don't really worry about breaking down. I mean, I don't idle it at night when I'm sleeping in it. I got heat and all that stuff. I shut the truck off for that. But when I'm on the road, that thing is running. So that might have been my fault. So we've got the shocks at $800. We got this Mission bullshit filter thing for another $3,900. And we had a set of tires. And that first set of tires that I bought cost me like $1,800, almost $1,900. The new set, by the time I get them here and get them on, it'll be like $1,500. I thought I was gonna get them cheaper than that. Everybody reached out to me and told me about that online company. You can have them in 3 days. They're out of stock on them. It's probably because I keep talking about them and everybody's buying them up. But I do have my set coming, so I'm good so far. So you might get your set before the whole world runs out. You know how that works. But that's what we've done so far for a whole year and 176,500 miles, let's say, because I know it's 176 something. So what else can I say? Ooh, it's windy. You know what? I love this job. I love this YouTube. I love doing this RV transport. I love the people. Another thing, if you're thinking about getting in this, you're an ex-trucker, you'll know what I'm talking about. When they advertise on all these billboards and all these stuff and tell you, see the United States, come work for us, okay? I've talked to a lot of truckers over the last few months and they tell me, yeah, you see the United States through a windshield. You see it through a windshield. You do see it through the windshield here, but you can stop and goof off. I meet truckers all the time that tell me they got cameras in their vehicle, they got GPSs, they're being tracked, everything they do, they're being called nonstop. They never have them not on their back about some shit. And they've gotten out of that and came to this and love it. Because if you're taking care of your logs and you're keeping your paperwork up to date so that you don't get kicked out of the load board, basically you get your load, you go out, you find reloads, you keep yourself busy, you work when you want, you don't work, stuff like that. Nobody's bugging you. You know, well, Wave likes you to do a load. They like you to do a load every month, okay? If you don't do a load every month, you need to call in because you're gonna get deactivated after 30 days. You call in, they'll reactivate you in a few minutes and you'll be right back out doing that stuff. If you're gonna take a few months off, keep in contact with Wave. Let them know what you're doing, what's going on, that you appreciate them, you appreciate that the way they let you do this, because that's what makes this job work. You know, I've done a lot of jobs, go on a vacation, you come back, they work you twice as hard. They kind of got a pissed off attitude because you're out enjoying life and they're not. You don't have that with this. So when I promote this lifestyle, I'm promoting no bullshit. Once you get through orientation and you get set up and you start following the procedures and doing things right, you're living your life. You go out and you kick ass for 2 damn weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, come back, grab your family. If you have a family, take them on a vacation. You know what, take them to Disney World, what the hell. We like to travel the world, so that's what we do. I go out and work in the summertime for 3 weeks, I come back, Robin plans us a trip, and you know what? Nobody's bugging me. Nobody's worried about what I'm doing. You know, I come right back, I grab another load, and I go back to work. That's what I want you to get from this. If you're a full-time RVer, and you've been living on the road 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you know how expensive this has got. You know how hard it is to keep this lifestyle up, right? Well, this might be the answer for you. The reason I say that, I know like 25 people that have got into this doing the full-time RV life that me and Robin do, and they've got into this, and that's what they're doing now, and they're paying their bills, and you know what? They're not so worried about putting a video out on YouTube, trying to make some money off YouTube to keep their lifestyle going. If it happens, it happens. They have other money coming in, or they do like we do. We bring this to everybody else. We make a little money off it. We make a little money off YouTube. We keep it going. I enjoy doing the videos. You know that. So you made it through all that. You're saying, holy shit, William, you're a goddamn salesman. Well, you know what? Guys, I was a salesman. I didn't really sell a lot of cars. I sold cars that I fixed up myself and did, but I was never a car salesman. I was a motorcycle salesman. So and I wasn't the guy that went from cars to motorcycles to furniture. But I am a salesman, and I think that in this world, you're always selling yourself, okay? So that's kind of what I do. You made it this long, I'm gonna tell you how many miles I got on those tires. Those tires, 111,116 miles as of right now. Yes. The guys told me, I threw it out on YouTube, what tires I should buy. They came back with, let's see what they got. Some Bridgestone ones, some Continentals, of course the Michelins these trucks come with, some Cooper tires. I've had Cooper tires in the past, all that stuff. But none of those guys that told me to get those tires told me how many miles they're getting and if they were hauling anything, okay? You gotta realize that number I just gave you, 80% of the time this thing's had a trailer behind it. I think that's incredible. This is the best set of tires I've ever had in my life. This truck is an animal with these tires on it in the winter, in the snow, with the weight that I have. This thing, I've never felt once that I was out of control this winter, and I have been in some of the worst shit ever. So I don't know if it's the tires or the whole combination of this package, okay? So I want to tell you that. But anyways, everybody told me to get all these different tires. The guys that told me to buy these ones told me that they get 100,000 miles every time they buy a set of these tires. So I said, what the hell, and I went with them. I got 111,116 miles on those tires, working all winter long, and that could be the key. That's why this next set of tires, I'm gonna let you know how those do, because this was pretty much fall and winter with these tires, and I'm sure cold roads keep the rubber on them longer. That's what I'm thinking, okay? So now we're gonna use them in the spring and the summertime and see what we do now. That's the plan. But I like the tires. Okay, everybody says, well, are they loud? Are they noisy? You know what? I got a set of the off-road ones on our Jeep Cherokee, and I don't even hear them in that Jeep Cherokee at all. They got 75,000. I think I'll get another 5,000 out of them. So they got 80,000 on that Jeep, and they're off-road tires, and that thing's been through Alaska, been through everything with those tires on it. So I thought those did great. But for this, a commercial vehicle working your ass off all the time, 111,116 miles. Is that incredible? I think it's incredible. Do they handle great? They handle great. Are they louder than the Michelins? I think they're a little louder than the Michelins. More aggressive. If you get in some really bad roads, they'll grab you because they've got all that tread. But if you turn the radio off, I think you hear them a little bit. I was trying to, when I first got them, I thought it for a little bit, and then I think my body just got used to it. But I'm always jamming in the music. Everybody knows that. So I don't think I tell any difference. I don't tell any difference in the ride or the handling, but I sure love them in bad weather. Rain, ice, snow, sleet, all that shit. That's a good set of tires. So that's what this video is about. The video is about the best set of tires I've ever owned in my life, and I've bought a lot of tires. And then we threw a little thing out there in case you're thinking about getting into this lifestyle. But this is the video. It's all I got on this one. So you know how I end these. Always.